One area that I do go into great detail of in the book is the whole question of how you practice golf to get the very best out of your time. One of my other passions in life, apart from golf, is cricket. Whether you love or loathe cricket, I'm sure you'll have heard of the name Don Bradman. The Don, as he was known, has attached to his name the most incredible statistic in the whole of sport. A batsman at cricket has a batting average. Now, if you think of currently, if you were a world-class test player, anything around the 50 mark, you are one of the very elite, you're one of the very best batsmen in the world. Well, over a 25-year career, great Don Bradman averaged 99.94. It's off the charts in terms of a statistic. The next best in the history of the game is around about 60. Why am I telling you that? Was, for me, a really interesting thing is many years ago in Australia, when I was asked to present to the Australian PGA, I met a man who knew Bradman personally, and he talked about how Bradman had a practice routine that he pretty much used every day from being a young boy all the way through his career. And what Bradman used to do was he would hold a cricket stump in his hand and throw a golf ball at a tank stand, and the ball would ping back and he would have to defend the golf ball with the cricket stump. Now, can you imagine that this tiny object is coming back at him with a bat that's smaller than his cricket bat? And what Bradman said was that he looked back on that game that he played, and what it helped him to do was develop focus and concentration. But also what it did, it made the real game appear easier, because when he got on the field with a bigger bat and a bigger ball, the perception had changed. The perception was that he had more time. He was renowned for playing shots that nobody else played because he appeared to have so much time than everybody else. What Bradman understood, and many golfers don't, is that he made a part of his practice more difficult than the game. What we tend to do at golf is we tend to stand on that range in the easiest environment possible. We stand there with a bunch of balls, hitting one club after another, time after time after time. And there is a part for that to play. There's a part for repetition in terms of grooving certain skills. But one of the things I want you to consider is how you could make certain elements of your practice more difficult than the actual game itself. One obvious area is with putting, that over the years, we've worked an awful lot with players. Instead of just putting to a hole and missing a whole bunch of putts, is to make the target much smaller, whether that's making the hole smaller. But I prefer to take it an even step further, is to actually practice to tees, or even indeed a number of players have had great success by actually putting to a needle, tiny needle that we put in the ground. And it's amazing when you find that you can actually keep hitting that target over and over again. What it does then is it gives you the perception that the size of the hole has changed when you actually play the game. But a key element, one of the key chapters in the book, is to really take a look at how you spend your time practicing. Is it really productive time? You're actually out there just hitting balls. I've got sick and tired over the years of people telling me that they've worked hard at the game, and the definition of working hard is just standing there for hour after hour hitting loads and loads of balls. If your results aren't what you want from the game, chances are that the way that you practice is contributing to your static level, or even going worse. So have a real good look at that. As I say, it's a key element of the book. Again, it's what you place your attention on in terms of your practice as to whether you will make progress in the future.